Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Reacts channel. So I know it's been a while, but I thought I've been watching the Sidemen Reacts videos, been watching some old ones as well, and I thought they've watched a fair, not loads, but a few of these food wars. I'll leave a link to the channel in the description, but it's Food Insider. So basically, in the ones I'm gonna watch case, it's gonna be US against UK. Um or UK against US, depending on what. Yeah, I might do the odd one. I don't know if they do any ones where it's not UK and US. It might be other place. I don't know, but either way, uh, yeah. So this one's the newest video, their newest video, which is US versus UK Pepsi. So basically, in essence, they're going to probably compare the different like ingredients and sizes of Pepsi in US and UK. So, anyways, let's just get into this, shall we?
From calorie count to portion sizes, we wanted to find out all the differences between Pepsi in the UK and the US. This is Food Wars. In the UK, Pepsi comes in a range of portion sizes, but these do vary
Looks about
slightly
right.
depending on which type of Pepsi you're buying. We used to be able to get mini cans, but they've been discontinued, so now you can get classic Pepsi in 4 portion sizes. There's a 330ml can,
Yep.
there's a 500ml bottle,
Normally the one I would go
there's a
for.
1.5 litre bottle, and there's a 2 litre bottle.
In the US,
Okay, personally, I'm not going to do this all the time, don't worry. This is just like for the sizes case. Out of them, I probably wouldn't bother with the can. I'd probably either go for the 500
Litre can, there's a 500ml
500 milliliter bottle. But I would only really get that if I was getting if I was having food. So like if I was going out for for lunch and I was having a sandwich, I'd probably if we were going to Asda or if you're American, it's basically the same as Walmart. Anywhere else, I'm sorry, but I don't know the equivalents. And we just bought a sandwich or something, I'd probably get a bottle or Subway. That's a good thing. That's a good idea, choice to go for because I think a lot of countries have that. But if I was going to Subway or something, I'd probably get that size bottle.
litre bottle, there's a 1.5 litre
I would get that if I just wanted to get a bottle of pop, like a big bottle of pop, just to drink different amount, different times. But I wouldn't bother with the can or the bigger bottle, really.
bottle, and there's a 2 litre bottle.
in the US, our Pepsi comes in these following sizes.
Jesus, that's a lot.
The mini can is the smallest, 7.5 fluid ounces. Next one up, the classic can, 12 fluid ounces. Then we move up to plastic bottles. This one is 16.9 fluid ounces.
Right.
And then we got the 20 fluid ounce bottle.
Why?
If that's not enough.
Right. Sorry. Can I just ask why do they have such small differences in why have two bottles that's only 91 milliliters difference, and it's less than 3 fluid ounces, which is the same as that. But why have bottles that are less than 100 milliliters difference?
We go up to 1 liter bottle.
I mean that's fair.
Liter
Going
of
up
cola.
to a liter.
Then moving up a little bit more, 1.25 liter bottle.
They can just
And
go up to
then
1.5.
our biggest bottle is
3
the
liters, I bet. 2 liters.
liter bottle.
That's
We can also get glass bottles, but like the classic can, they are 12 ounces.
fair enough.
Where regular Pepsi is concerned, both countries cap out at a 2 litre bottle.
Yeah.
However, in the UK, we can go one step further when it comes to Diet and Max Pepsi.
Yeah.
Certain retailers,
for
such as
Max.
Iceland or B&M, stock these.
Yeah. Jesus
A
Christ.
3 litre bottle of Pepsi Max or Pepsi Diet.
I forgot about those actually. I don't go for 3 liters, but yeah, they are very popular, or at least they are around my area. Like normally when I go to get, if I ever go around the pop aisle, there's normally quite a lot of those gone. Yeah. Wow, I forgot about those.
We finally have something bigger than America.
Yeah,
We did it.
doesn't happen
I don't
very
know if that's a
often.
good or a bad thing.
Bit
Probably
of both.
bad for the sort of
Pepsi
nation's
Max,
health,
less
but,
sugar,
you know,
doesn't really matter.
nice to be different for once. There are some other slight size differences for the sugar and sugar-free options in the UK as well. For example, in the UK, we can get a 1.25 litre bottle
Yep.
of Pepsi Max or
Actually,
Pepsi Diet, which we
I
can't
get those quite a
with the
bit.
classic Pepsi.
Sorry, I know I keep pausing it, but if you want to watch the actual video, there'll be a link in the description, so feel free. But if you don't want me to keep pausing it, but actually it's a 20-minute video, so I maybe shouldn't pause it as much. But I would normally go for the smaller bottle, like the smaller Pepsi Max bottle. That's they're normally about £1.25 when I get them at places, so I get them quite a bit when I'm getting pop.
Size differences are largely down to the UK's sugar tax. It's a tax which raised the price of drinks with more than 5 grams of sugar per 100 millilitres. The higher prices reduced the demand for the full sugar versions of soft drinks, making it less viable to sell them in large containers, such as the 3 litre.
3 liters, yeah.
But don't worry, because you can still get sugary Pepsi in bulk quantities. Our largest bulk is the 36 can pack of Pepsi, and that's the 12
We got 24, I think.
cans. That is 432 fluid ounces of soda, or 3.375 gallons of Pepsi. Now, that pack of cans is at least available at Sam's Club, possibly Costco, I don't know. But I went to Sam's Club, and unfortunately they would not let me buy it without a membership, so the best I could do are these pictures of me with the pack.
Weird, but okay. I suppose
That is
places
much larger
do
than
have
our
them.
largest option, which is this, a 24 pack of cans.
Yep,
Not only is
24.
our multi-pack only 2/3 the size of the American one, but the cans themselves are also smaller. A can in the UK contains 330
Not by much though, I
millilitres,
don't
while a
think.
can in the US contains 355.
It's only about 25
This means that the
milliliters.
total for our 24 pack comes to 2.09 gallons. Even if we had a 36 pack, it would still be smaller than the American version. We need 3 extra cans to make up the difference.
Fair enough. Exclusives.
Here are all the Pepsi products you'll find in the UK that
I
you
forgot
won't
about
find in the
7-Up being
US.
owned by Pepsi.
Here are all the Pepsi products from the US
Hey.
you won't find in the UK.
We'll start with the exclusive flavours of Pepsi. In the UK, we have Pepsi Max Raspberry.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that existed. I knew about
It's
cherry
got that
Pepsi
really
Max.
comforting, like extremely nostalgic, artificial
try
blue
that.
raspberry flavour that you're used to. On Pepsi's UK website, it also said they do lime Pepsi, but I wasn't able to find that at any
Never
the
heard of that
stores I
either. I need to start having a look for this.
We have a
Don't
few
open anything
exclusive
soon.
Pepsi options of our own. Starting down here, we have Pepsi Real Sugar, which is, in fact, made with real sugar, not the high fructose corn syrup
So basically,
stuff.
yeah, I was going to say it's proper sugar. It's going to be really sweet.
Not bad. We also have Pepsi Mango and Pepsi Mango Zero Sugar. Seems like a weird fruit
Pepsi
choice.
Mango.
Whoa, smells good. I'm surprised by how good this is. And they got the Mango Zero Sugar.
Probably not going to taste that
Ooh, already
different,
smells
really.
drastically different.
Oh, it does.
It's got a real chemically aftertaste. Not as good as a regular. This one here is Pepsi Soda Shop Cream Soda.
No.
Very nice. And the last one,
Very nice.
Pepsi Vanilla.
See, the thing is, we can have Pepsi Vanilla.
I'm gonna be honest with
That's actually not entirely true because we can get Pepsi Vanilla because in the sense of maybe it's not made by Pepsi, but if you go to someone like Pizza Hut, I don't know if they still do this, but I know they when I used to go to Pizza Hut a few years before COVID, they had like the drinks machines and you could put things like you could have like tastes like raspberry, vanilla, and I can't remember anything else, but I know there was other like kinds of like twists into it, and you could have Pepsi, Fanta, Tango, whatever the drinks were. But I know Pepsi was one of them, and you could put vanilla in, so that's not entirely true. That's exclusive, really.
you, Pepsi could use a lot more vanilla. It's like vanilla kissed. There it is.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
right now what I want to
can't
do
blame 'em
is
on that.
compare the already tasted real sugar
Gotta be bloated
Pepsi
after
to
this.
the regular Pepsi, which has high fructose corn
I'm gonna
syrup.
blow it just by
Regular
watching
Pepsi.
this.
Pepsi's like harsher than Coke.
It's not wrong. I prefer Coke, to be honest.
Yeah. About to say something somewhat controversial, but bring it. I
See,
want
when-
all the smoke.
Sorry, I'm gonna try and not pause it anymore after this, but when it comes down to comparing drinks or comparing food, I think it's kind of difficult because unless you leave it a few hours, because you've either got the sense of in drinks cases, he drank the normal Pepsi first, then he drank the other one afterwards, straight after it. He's gonna have the taste from the Pepsi in his mouth, the original Pepsi in his mouth, still when he's drinking the other one. So it's gonna have like kind of like a mixed taste. But if you leave it a while in between, you're gonna maybe forget what the other one tastes like. So it's kind of hard, in my opinion. It's kind of hard to compare food and drink.
Real sugar Pepsi tastes just like Coke.
Oh,
It's just smoother. This is like
yeah. I think that Pepsi is
This
kind of
is, like,
smoother than
harsher.
Coke.
Joe was
but
kind enough
it's-
to send me
Coke's
some American
nicer.
Pepsi as well as some real sugar Pepsi.
Doesn't taste
so I'm
as
going to do a
strong.
3-way taste test and see if I can tell the difference. Pepsi number 1.
So US real sugar.
That's very like strong flavor, quite like a syrupy texture to it almost. Pepsi number 2.
US standard.
Yeah, very sweet, but almost in a more gentle kind of way. And then number 3.
UK standard.
More similar in kind of like,
Come on, UK.
I'd say sweetness and mouthfeel to the middle one. This one is the one that stood out with the strongest taste, in my opinion. These two were very similar, which is making me think that these are the British and real sugar Pepsis. I'm not sure which order,
well,
but they have a more gentle taste, whereas this one seemed harsher and tasted very syrupy. So I'm going to guess British, American real sugar,
Nope.
American normal Pepsi.
Oh, bless.
I'm
You got the right
shocked.
one, it's just wrong way around.
These two tasted really similar to me, and this one
At least
stood
you got
out,
one
like
out
I
of
said.
3.
And it wasn't particularly pleasant.
It's not possible to get 2 out of
Maybe
3
the UK
though,
needs
so
to
you
take
either
a
got
leaf
1
out of
or
America's
3.
book and just put high fructose corn syrup in everything.
Or none.
The other exclusive Pepsi item in the UK is this Pepsi SodaStream syrup. For the uninitiated, a SodaStream is a device which lets you carbonate your own drinks at home.
See, I've
Now, as a
never heard of
sparkling
this.
water obsessive, I actually own one of these.
That's just
So
depressing.
we're going to make our own
I think my grandma
Pepsi.
used to have one of
So what
those
you do
actually, so...
is you get one of your little SodaStream
Yeah.
bottles, fill it to the first line, and attach it to the machine. Then you press this button and the magic happens. According to this bottle, you add about half a cup of the syrup to this. That's quite cool.
Wait, so what do you put in the glass?
Pepsi. So what you do is you get one of your little SodaStream bottles, fill it to the first line,
With
and
water?
attach it to the machine. Then you press this button and the magic happens. According to this bottle, you add about half a cup of the syrup to this. That's quite cool.
I gotta try this.
The first thing I get is just Pepsi. It tastes a lot like Pepsi Max. There is a slightly unpleasant aftertaste, which I'm not sure where that's come from. Maybe I used too much syrup. Who
And I'll have
knows?
to look
But
this up
I
and
think,
have a try
in
of
terms
this.
of recreating a fizzy drink at home with like not a lot of equipment, it's pretty good.
And that's pretty much it as far as Pepsi exclusives are concerned. But we're not stopping there. PepsiCo owns more beverage brands, but it does differ depending
didn't know they
on
owned
which
Tropicana.
country you live in.
Now, while in the US,
Rockstar.
Keurig Dr. Pepper owns 7-Up, in the UK, it's actually owned by PepsiCo, which means that technically all of these are Pepsi exclusives. British 7-Up comes in 4 forms, as classic 7-Up, a 7-Up free,
I don't really
7-Up
know. I don't
cherry free,
drink 7-Up, but
and it's a
I kind of like
SodaStream
it
syrup.
still. So what, I don't. The only thing I don't understand is, do you fill it up with water?
It's actually not bad. It doesn't have the unpleasant aftertaste that the Pepsi
Can't
one
feel
did.
like I can't
That to me
figure
just
out,
tastes like
what
7-Up.
else you would put
One
in
other
it.
thing that's worth pointing out is that in the UK, this is considered lemonade. Like if you walk into a pub or a restaurant and ask for
Yeah,
a
this
glass
is
of
classed as
lemonade, this is
lemonade.
what you'll get, like a clear, sparkling beverage. Is that not the case in America?
That is definitely not lemonade, and it
Yeah.
is super weird.
Thing is, it doesn't taste anything like lemonade in my
is
opinion.
like lemon.
7-Up's different.
Not juice, right? But you squeeze lemons and water,
Yeah.
mix it up, and it's like more refreshing and kind of tart. It is closer to a lemon juice. That it's definitely not carbonated. In front of me, we have something that's brand new, and it is called Pepsi Nitro. What is it? Wait, excuse me. Nitro Pepsi.
Yeah.
Flip 'em. Looks to be a
I say that's
tall
not what's on the
boy
can.
of Pepsi that, according to the can, is nitrogen-infused cola with smaller bubbles and a smoother taste.
Okay.
That's a pretty hard pour, right? It's not going crazy like a normal Pepsi would, right? I'm more excited about the vanilla. Let's really get really good audio on this one though. Ready?
See, I love the sound of
pour.
opening a can, but I would never open it like that. It would always make it would be like a quick open, but not too quick.
Yeah, it's a little bit smoother.
So it makes it.
It still tastes just like
Straight
Pepsi.
away.
Not as like carbonated, which is fine.
I don't even know if that went for the mic, and if
No.
it did, how it sounded.
Much better. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. The issue I'm having with it is that the only time soda is that smooth is when it's flat.
Yeah.
I'll with it, but it's just okay. Pepsi has a few exclusive brands in the US, including Mug Root Beer, Sierra Mist, and Bubbly, their carbonated water brand. Mug Root Beer.
I don't
I
even know
was
if UK
the
has
master
root beer.
at being able to tell different
Or anything
root
equivalent.
beers on taste. I could tell them apart. That information is like in my DNA. One of these days we'll do like a root beer lineup, root beer taste test. I guarantee I'll ace that test.
I would like to see that.
Yes, take me back.
If that video comes out, I'll be sure to
Also,
make that a
we got
reaction
Sierra
video.
Mist. I hate Sierra Mist. It's a lemon lime flavor. I don't know if they're competing with Sprite.
I
or
don't like
7-Up.
lemon and lime
Always
stuff.
hated this. Sprite is better. 7-Up is better. Sierra Mist is terrible. Sierra Mist tastes the way like fruit flavored shampoo smells. If that makes sense.
It's not gonna try all of them, surely.
Okay, this will be my ranking system from best to worst. So first we're gonna go strawberry. No, I do not like that. Cherry. I think these all might be bad. That one's a little better than a strawberry, but. Pineapple. Nope. Woof. Grapefruit. Ugh. Low expectations on this one.
That's gonna be the nicest.
Oh my God, it smells like an armpit. Oh man, if I went into a public restroom and it smelled like this, I would run out. No.
You wouldn't if you were desperate.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst one. Lime
Grapefruit's
can't
horrible.
screw up lime. Come on. Congrats, lime. You're the least offensive. Peach.
Peach, I think.
What the hell happened? Why are these all so bad?
It's carbonated water. What do you
Raspberry.
expect? Thought we already had raspberry.
Oh man, the smell of that. It says natural flavor. It does not taste natural at all. At all. At all. Blackberry. Okay, that's the best one, but it's not very good. And last, and not mango. Okay, so we had the mango. So they know how to flavor things mango properly. The mango Pepsi's fantastic. I mean, yeah, these two are like the best one, but not very good. Bubbly's not very good. How could they screw these up this bad?
PepsiCo also owns Mountain Dew in the UK and the
I've never
US.
even heard of it.
But that is a story for another episode.
We're halfway through. Story time.
Story time. Anyone ever remember or heard of New Coke? Well, you can thank Pepsi for that. Once upon a time, Coca-Cola was actually losing market share, and Pepsi put out a very popular ad campaign where people were blind taste testing Coke and Pepsi and picking Pepsi. So Coke panicked, and they pushed to market a beverage called New Coke, which is basically Coke that's supposed to taste more like Pepsi. Guess what? A huge marketing blunder. Not only did Coca-Cola fans get annoyed that they changed the formula of a beverage they liked, but all New Coke was doing was giving Pepsi more attention. Either way, just 79 days after introducing New Coke, Coke announced that they'd be bringing back the original drink called Coca-Cola Classic. And you would maybe notice for like 20 years, Coca-Cola was called Coca-Cola Classic, had Classic on there. If you ever wondered why, that's because they want to make it perfectly clear, this is not that new Coke that you hated from 1988 or whatever. So Pepsi, they had their day in the sun, but to be honest, I mean, Coke is clearly the more dominant brand. Speaking of product failures, remember Crystal Pepsi? That was
I've heard
widely
of it.
considered to be one of the biggest product failures
some
ever.
videos.
Time Magazine put Crystal Pepsi at number 3 on the biggest fails list. Thrillist called it Soda World's greatest fail. But why? Soda sales were stagnant in the early 90s, with consumers instead opting for clear and caffeine-free sodas. Former Pepsi marketing exec David Novak pitched a drink that was both, and Crystal Pepsi was born. The recipe was developed by food scientist Surinder Kumar, and Pepsi ended up with a clear drink that maintained an almost identical taste to classic Pepsi. They rushed it out in time for the 1993 Super Bowl, where it was backed by a $40 million ad campaign. And they did sell about $500 million worth of it. But by March of '93, the hype quickly faded. Consumers did not love the new flavor,
That's a shame.
and the concept was even parodied by SNL in a Crystal Gravy sketch. Hilarious. Roughly 1 year after launch, Crystal Pepsi was discontinued, but if you never got the chance to try it, there's still hope for you. Pepsi is bringing Crystal Pepsi back for a limited time to celebrate its 30th anniversary. You can't buy it in stores, but you can enter a contest by sending them a picture of yourself from the 90s on Twitter. Here is my entry.
So if you went live in
I've
the
got a
90s,
story
you're
of my own.
screwed.
Remember that time when Pepsi briefly became the world's 6th most powerful military force? It all started in 1959 at the American National Exhibition in Moscow. When a discussion between the then Vice President Richard Nixon and Nikita Khrushchev became heated, a Pepsi exec called Donald Kendall stepped in to hand Khrushchev a glass of Pepsi to cool him down. Khrushchev enjoyed Pepsi so much that arrangements were made for it to be imported from the US to Russia.
Really?
As part of the deal, Pepsi even negotiated a monopoly, locking Coca-Cola out of the country. The drink's popularity exploded in an otherwise uncontested market, but there was one problem: payment. The Russian ruble wasn't accepted outside of the Soviet Union, so the Russians had to come up with an alternative arrangement. They settled on a universal currency: vodka. Russia traded thousands of cases of Stolichnaya vodka for Pepsi syrup throughout the 60s and the 70s.
A trade.
However, they did run into problems in the 80s. Pepsi's popularity in Russia, combined with a boycott due to the Soviet-Afghan war, meant that vodka just wasn't going to cut it anymore. Here's where things get fun. In the spring of 1989, Pepsi and the Soviet Union agreed a deal whereby Pepsi would be given 17 old submarines and 3 warships. They would then sell them for scrap to pay for the Pepsi.
I was going to say,
Therefore,
why did...
for a short period of time, Pepsi controlled the 6th most powerful navy in the world. Now that is a food war.
Yeah. No kidding.
Here's everything in a Pepsi in the US. carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, sugar, phosphoric acid, caffeine, citric acid, natural flavors.
Here is everything in Pepsi in the UK. Carbonated water, sugar, colour, caramel E150D, phosphoric acid, and flavourings including caffeine. Now obviously Pepsi won't go into specifics on the flavourings used because the recipe is a closely guarded secret.
That makes sense.
Pepsi was invented in North Carolina in 1893 by a man named Caleb Bradham. First it was called Brad's Drink, but then renamed to Pepsi in 1898. It comes from the fact that it was marketed as relieving dyspepsia, another word for indigestion. It's giving me indigestion, so that's weird.
However, in 1923, the original Pepsi Cola company went bankrupt due to fluctuating sugar prices after World War I. As part of the bankruptcy filing, Bradham had to release the recipe for Pepsi as it was a company asset, and it's still publicly available to this day.
So you can make your own Pepsi at home simply by combining sugar, water, caramel color, lime juice, phosphoric acid, alcohol, lemon juice, orange juice, cinnamon oil, nutmeg, coriander, cilantro, and petitgrain, which is an essential oil extracted from the leaves and twigs of bitter orange trees. Yeah, just those things.
The rights to Pepsi were eventually bought by a man named Charles Guth, who was then the president of the Loft Corporation, which later merged into PepsiCo. They of course claim that they reformulated the recipe after the takeover, but the original is still there for all to see.
Enough with the history lesson. What is the difference between US and UK Pepsi? That is why we are here. First, let's talk about acids. Both the UK and the US acidify their Pepsi with phosphoric acid.
It's a weak acid which is primarily used as a fertilizer. When added to foods, it provides a tangy taste, but it's also been linked to causing kidney stones as well as osteoporosis.
The US also uses citric acid in its Pepsi. Citric acid is more common and generally safer acidifier in foods, but it's one of the things in sodas that will cause tooth enamel to erode after repeated consumption.
I happen to have some of that right here. Whew. That's sour.
It's acid. What do you expect?
Another major difference in Pepsi is that in the US, we sweeten our Pepsi with high fructose corn syrup in addition to sugar. High fructose corn syrup is everywhere in American sodas and candies. Government subsidies make it super cheap for American farmers to grow corn, and food manufacturers use corn syrup to save money instead of importing sugar cane from places like Mexico and Brazil.
Corn syrup is hard to find at all in the UK. We did manage to track down this small bottle, but only in a specialist grocery store. Even then, it's just regular corn syrup and not high fructose.
The good news is that it isn't actually any worse for you than sugar. The main impact is on the taste, which explains why we have a Pepsi made with real sugar. Here it is, a version of the US drink which does not contain any corn syrup. This version actually has the exact same ingredients as the UK Pepsi.
Anything else to note? Well, our old friend caramel colour is back. In the UK, it's listed as caramel E150D, while the US just lists caramel colour. This is a somewhat controversial food colouring used to give things like Pepsi a distinctive golden brown tinge.
There are 4 classes of caramel color, classes 1 through 4. Studies have suggested that the production of classes 3 and 4 create a byproduct that may put people at risk of developing cancer. Of course. Why can't we enjoy anything?
What doesn't give cancer
Now, the
nowadays?
FDA has stopped short of banning caramel color. The state of California added to its Proposition 65 list of chemicals known to cause cancer and birth defects or reproductive harm.
Are these potentially harmful caramel colours in our Pepsi? Well, in the UK, the answer is yes. We know that class 4 caramel colour is used in the UK because sulfite ammonia caramel has the E number E150D, which is on the list.
What about in the US, where it just says caramel color without specifics? We reached out to Pepsi to ask which class they use over here, and their answer was nothing. They said they would not comment on the specific ingredients due to proprietary issues. Yeah, guys, you're afraid that detail is gonna really help cut into your competition? So
UK,
your Pepsi may or may
US
not be
won't.
putting you at risk of cancer, so glad we cleared that up.
Okay.
In the US, a can of Pepsi contains the following: 150 calories, 0 grams of fat, 41 grams of carbohydrates, and all those are sugars, and 30 milligrams of sodium.
A can of Pepsi in the UK contains the following: 135 calories, 0 grams of fat, 36 grams of carbs, of which 36 grams are sugars, and 4 milligrams of sodium.
Obviously, the alarming stat here is the sugar. Just
So
one
what I'm
can of
hearing
US
here
Pepsi
is that
contains
UK Pepsi is
80%
better
of
for
your
you than the
daily
US.
sugar allowance. Really, one? Ugh.
The UK statistic is slightly better at just 72% of your daily allowance, but that is still a lot of sugar in a relatively small amount of liquid.
There's also some
Not
caffeine in Pepsi. A 12-ounce can contains 38 milligrams of caffeine, which is about half as much of an 8-ounce cup of coffee. I, of course, am drinking both Pepsi and coffee at the same time.
Hopefully not in the same thing, I hope.
Pepsi doesn't openly disclose its caffeine content in the UK, but according to a website I found called caffeineinformer.com, a can of UK Pepsi Max contains 42 milligrams of caffeine.
The US equivalent of Pepsi Max is Pepsi Zero Sugar, but a can, not pictured here, has over 69 milligrams of caffeine. Nice! Making it significantly more caffeinated than the UK version. But the good news, according to the FDA, you need to consume 1,200 milligrams of caffeine in a short period of time to put your health in danger. That's about 18 cans of Pepsi Zero Sugar.
No one's going to drink 18 cans of Pepsi of zero sugar in a short period of time.
A carbonated water without burping. Wait. Ah, damn it. I'm sorry. I tried.
No thanks. Okay, so thanks. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Please let me know if you want to see more of these, because I'll probably record another few of these before. I'll probably record another few of these before. My mind's gone blank. Right, I'm just going to start from scratch with that bit. So I'm not going to cut that out because it's just a classic me moment. But basically, I'm going to record a couple of these just to see how things go. Let me know what you think of these. And they should be uploaded soon. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Please ring that bell for notifications from upload. Check out my Twitch, which will be in the description. I've been streaming over there the last few days. Well, actually not for the last couple of days, but I have been streaming over there. This has been the Dog Captain. I'm out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.